Welcome to Give Where You Live nonprofit registration and onboarding. To get started, you'll navigate to givewhereyoulive.net. From the homepage of the website in the top right-hand corner, you'll see Login. If you hover over Login, you'll select Nonprofit from the drop-down menu. From the nonprofit login screen, you have two options available for you. So you can log in as a returning organization, which means you are an organization who has participated in Give Where You Live before. Or if you're a brand new organization to the giving event, you can apply as a new organization. If we click the Apply as a New Organization link, this will open a duplicate email checker just to make sure that your email doesn't already exist in the system. Once you double check that, the form will open for you. So you'll fill out your organization information and submit this form to the Give Where You Live team to see if you're eligible to participate in the event. So you would select Submit, and this would send over, and then you would receive follow-up email instructions. If you're an organization who has participated in the past, you can log in as a returning organization to have access to your profile and submit your registration for approval this year. All right, once logged in, you'll confirm that this is the organization you're looking to register, and the registration form will populate for you. You'll notice that the form is pre-filled with last year's information or the information that you submitted in your first-time eligibility inquiry form. You'll go through and update anything that might be outdated, taking a look at contact information, address, social media links, as well as your mission statement and more about us section. So update anything that might be outdated or anything new that is required to update. Once you scroll towards the bottom, you get to the terms and conditions section where you can download and read the terms for Give Where You Live here. Once you've read through the terms and conditions form, you will sign your name and agree to the terms. You can click and hold your mouse, and then click Save Changes and Submit for approval. You'll notice towards the top there is a confirmation that says your registration has been submitted for review. You'll also receive a confirmation email, as well as your GivesDay performance dashboard and public profile status sections will update that your profile now is waiting for review. At this point, you have the opportunity to go ahead and set your event goals if you're aware of them. If you're not aware of them, you can always click that you'll fill this out later by clicking No Thanks, I'll do this later, or go ahead and save those. This is going to populate me on the My Public Profile section, so I'm going to head to the GivesDay dashboard first, and we'll take a look through each and every one of these tabs along the top. From the GivesDay performance dashboard, you'll see important event dates. You'll see that your status currently is yellow and says awaiting review. Once you've been approved, this will change to approved. It will be green, and then you'll be available in search results. You can update your event goals in progress by clicking the button underneath each widget, which opens that same screen we just saw a second ago. Now, we'll take a look into My Public Profile so we can really get your organization onboarded and expand on your profile. You'll notice that there are tabs on the left-hand side. You're defaulted on the Profile Overview section, which shows your status for the current event, that you're waiting review, and this gives you the opportunity to edit or expand on anything inside your profile that you've previously submitted. So maybe you'd want to expand on the More About Us section, or maybe you found what your LinkedIn account URL is and you want to link that on your profile. To do so, you would click this Edit My Profile button, update any necessary changes, and click Submit. We'll scroll back up here and take a look into the other sections of the My Public Profile area. The next one that we're going to take a look at is donation levels. So donation levels tie monetary value to a specific good or service your organization provides. So these will show on your donation form on your profile that really give donors an idea of what to donate and what the donation is going to go towards within your organization. So to add these, you just push add. You can list $50 for school supplies or whatever you would like to provide on your profile. You can list more than one. To have them shown, the shown option will be grayed out, which indicates that it's selected. If you'd like to hide one from last year, you can hide one or toggle it to show. The next section on the left-hand side we'll look at makes your profile a little more fun and engaging. You can add multimedia such as images, pictures, YouTube or Vimeo videos by selecting Add Multimedia Entry, providing a title, and then including a picture or providing a YouTube or Vimeo link. You will want to note that if it's YouTube or Vimeo, these files or videos do need to be public on your channel in order for them to play from your profile. If you'd like, you can drag and drop to rearrange these images. So if I would like my dog image to be first, I can move that so that it is. The next section we'll take a look at is the Events tab. So the Events tab allows you to promote any upcoming events your organization is hosting. This will draw more attention to your event and help gain awareness to intrigue donors or maybe even additional volunteers. This will only show upcoming events. So if I had an event yesterday, this would no longer appear on my profile. These can be public events in person, as well as you have the opportunity to list virtual events if this might be hosted on a Zoom or Google Meet link. You can add here. If it's virtual, you'll click this to yes, and then include your event link here. Or if this is old, maybe something got changed, you can cancel or adjust this date if it might be incorrect. Speaking of volunteers, you also have the opportunity to list volunteer needs on your profile. So get out there, advertise that you need a helping hand, because donors can also donate their time and would love to help you out. Maybe you need some volunteers for the events that you're hosting. This would be the perfect place to advertise those. You will just click add, list the description for a name, what the opportunity is about, where it is, the start and end time you'd like them to be there. And you do even have an opportunity to list a contact or coordinator if you would like this person to be able to reach out to you or maybe another co-worker directly to coordinate this information. The Documents tab is just an area that any uploaded documents can be added to. You don't have any additional documents required during registration, so this will probably be empty, but if you would like to host anything here, you can. Your contacts area is just this area where basically any contacts that you listed for main and secondary during your registration are housed here for easy access. Now we'll take a look at the My Donations tab. The My Donations tab provides all historical donation data for Give Where You Live entirely. So you do have the ability here to filter for the Gives Day, as well as certain transaction date time filters. So you will notice that the Gives Day filter will be defaulted to the current giving event, which means that as soon as your donations start coming in during early giving and during the Gives Day, they will list here as itemized items for you. I'm going to move this to 2021, so I have some data to show you. And then this will filter just my donations that I received during Give Where You Live last year. You'll notice that I have defaulted columns of the data that's appearing. However, you do have click here to display additional donor and donation data option to the right here above the Send Receipt button. If you click this, this allows you to toggle the columns of the data that you're showing. So maybe you would like to hide or add something additional to your display, such as maybe we don't want to show address to, shortens my list a little bit, or you want to see if someone is a first-time donor, if they've donated before, or if they're interested in volunteering for your organization. You can filter in additional fields into this data in order to tailor the information you're receiving to export it to your desktop. If you click export, this will export as an Excel file for you to upload to any other database or use for internal purposes. Next, we'll take a look at the My Users section. So this is where you control and manage any of the users that have access to your nonprofit profile on the Give Where You Live website. So you can add new users, which if you do so, you'll enter their first name and last name and email. Once you click submit, this does send this user a direct email address to set their own password. Log in, and then they have access going forward. If someone's maybe an old staff member and is no longer within your organization, you can click the manage settings, and then next to Neon Giving Days, you can remove their access, which would no longer allow this email address to have access to log into your nonprofit account. Another thing you'll notice under the manage user settings is this email notification section. So currently the email notifications for Laurel are turned off because I have the option to grant them. Granting these email notifications gives Laurel the opportunity to receive donation confirmation emails once donations are open. And this is basically a quick email that lets you know, hey, donor B donated this much to your organization. You don't have to receive those emails. So if you are getting them, and maybe you're not the person who needs to receive them or stay as up to date on those pieces of information, you can remove the access here. So if we grant it to Laurel, it will confirm. And then you'll see that I now have the option to remove. So maybe Laurel doesn't need to receive the donations as they might not be the finance person. So we can remove that, and then we don't have to flood their email. Under the Resource Center, there's helpful articles, guides, and information about retaining donors. Nonprofit Support Center, which helps you navigate through your account, how to manage data, X, Y, and Z. There's tons of helpful information on here, as well as on the front end Give Where You Live resources tab. But that is it. If you have any questions about registration or you need help, please use the blue support button in the bottom right-hand corner. This does submit to our tech team to help you navigate through the website, and we'd love to help you with user settings, completing registration, or just confirming that things are set to go. Thank you.